Hello everyone and welcome to my little corner. In this video, I'm bringing you a Cricut hack that just saved my life. So if your Cricut keeps cutting off center, this is the hack for you because here's the situation. I spent hours trying to get my stickers cut and it wasn't working. My Cricut was so off. It was so off in two directions and I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to get it to work. Not only did I spend hours trying to cut stickers, I calibrated the Cricut dozens of times and it still wouldn't cut right. And I tried everything else I could do. I restarted the machine, I restarted my computer, I closed the Design Studio, opened it again, I even uninstalled Design Studio and reinstalled it, and nothing worked. I went online, no one would help me. I was watching YouTube videos, I was reading blogs of other people asking the same question. The Cricut is cutting off, how do I fix it? And people only say to calibrate the machine. The problem is I already did that a dozen times and it's still not working. So what do I do? Is there a problem with my machine? Do I need a new one? Also, I had stickers that I needed to ship the next day. So I couldn't even just leave it for another day's problem. One way or another, I had to find a solution. And after hours, after spending so much material, and after just about losing my sanity, I was about to throw my machine out of the window. My brain came up with a brilliant idea. Thanks, brain. So here's what I did, and it worked perfectly for me. My machine is now cutting perfectly centered stickers. So if you're in the situation where your machine will not cut centered and you've calibrated it and it still doesn't cut centered and it consistently cuts off a certain way, like it's not like one time it's cutting off to the right and then you do it again and it's cutting off to the left. If it's doing that, I don't know if this will help you, but if it's consistently cutting off center in a certain direction every single time and calibrating doesn't work, try this. So this hack has to do with the calibration, and we're going to purposely offset the calibration. Alright, so here's how you do it. You're going to, just like you would regularly do calibration on it, you choose calibration, you print out the sheet and you put it on your machine, and at first it's going to tell you to cut the little rectangle in the center. Just go ahead and cut that one. So then it's going to cut all the little lines vertically and horizontally. Now this is the hack, okay? You're going to find the line that cuts exactly centered in the line, and usually that would be the number that you put on your program, but we're not going to do that. So you're going to look back to your stickers and kind of eyeball how much you needed to go to the other side. For example, my stickers, they were cutting really off to the right and downward, right? So basically I need the cut to go upward and to the left so that it's centered. So if you see that your machine is cutting off to the left when you actually need it to be to the right to be centered, just like me, so you're going to find the line that cut exactly in the middle, and then you're going to choose a number to the right because that's where you want it to go. And then you just need to eyeball how much you need it to go to the right. And this is the more complicated part because there's no science to this. I can't give you an exact number. It really depends by how off your machine is cutting. My machine was cutting pretty off to the right, so I kind of like eyeballed analyzing the other cuts, like how much distance from the exact middle I needed it to go. And you can do this 2 times. If the first time you try it, it doesn't work and it's still a little off, you can adjust it. But remember the number and letter that you chose the first time so that you choose the one that's one more, like next to it. Because if you don't remember, then it's going to be all off and you need to start all over again. So for me, I found the line that was exactly in the middle, and then I chose 3 numbers to the right. I did the same thing with the horizontal letter. I just found the one that's exactly in the middle, and then I also chose 3 numbers up. So basically you're purposely offsetting the machine, you're messing up the calibration so that by the time your machine will cut the stickers, it will actually cut where you need it to be. So if you look at this image just as an example, for the vertical line, you would look for the cut that cut exactly in the middle of the black line. So in this example, I guess it would be 16. So let's say 16 is the one where it cut perfectly, but you need to offset it to the direction you want. So if your machine is cutting off to the right when you actually need it to cut more to the left, you just need to choose a number instead to the left of 16 in this example. So then you kind of analyze the cuts and compare it to the center of the black line and how much you actually needed to offset. You can choose 3 numbers, 4 numbers to the left. So for example, since 16 is the centered one and you need it to go to the left quite a bit, like you can choose maybe a 13 or a 12. So after you choose those numbers, you put that in the program, and the next thing it's gonna do is it's gonna cut a larger rectangle. Now just so you know, because you offset the lines, when it cuts the big rectangle, it's gonna be off. It's gonna be in the direction that you offsetted it, okay? But that's okay. Just finish off with the calibration like that and then try to cut your stickers. After I did this, I kid you not, after spending so many hours and wasting so many materials, it finally worked. It was perfectly centered. I was about to lose my mind at this point. And I'm so glad that I don't even know how I thought of this, but it worked, and I could not find this anywhere. I really hope I explained this right. This is really hard to explain. If it's still confusing, feel free to leave a comment and I will do my best to help more and explain better if I can. But I just really hope that this is gonna help you. So this is it for this video. I just really wanted to share this hack just because I couldn't find this anywhere else. So I really hope it's gonna help you. Leave a comment down below if it worked for you. I really want to know if I helped somebody. So yeah, this is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.